number 23 of 2023, second reading.
I call upon Senator Godfrey Osotsi to continue with his contribution. He had a balance of 8 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, indeed, I started contributing to this motion in the morning session. And while contributing to it, Mr. Speaker, I was talking about mineral royalties, where I was concerned that there was no clear criteria in the allocation of these royalties, because you find one region was getting close to 2.5 billion, and the region I come from, which is the western region, we got 16,000. Bungoma got 0, Busia got 0, Kakamega got 16,000, and Vihiga got 0. And yet, in our region, Mr. Speaker, we see people prospecting and mining gold. So we are concerned the criteria that was used. The bill is not very clear on that. And this confirms the fears expressed by Senator Mandago, that some of the people in charge of these ministries could be allocating resources, huge resources to their regions. So we need to have a clear criteria so that we have equitable share of these resources. And even if the real reason is that these counties have not exploited the mining, how would they exploit the mining without financial support? If you give us money, for example, in Vihiga County, we have been pushing for this granite factory. We'll be able to mine the granite, huge volumes of granite, which are in Kakamega and Vihiga. So I think that is an issue that the committee needs to look at, so that when we see Coast region getting 2.5 billion, and we know the CS comes from there, and we see other regions are not getting anything closer to 20,000, then we get worried, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I also talked about the industrial parks, and I was concerned that this industrial park is a brilliant idea. I support it, Mr. Speaker, because it is going to provide us with opportunities to do value addition for our products. That I fully agree. But I disagree with the process in which this project is being undertaken. In my county, Mr. Speaker, we have been allocated 0 money. And yet the CS is coming this Friday to launch. So what is he going to launch? There has never been adequate public participation. There is no engagement of the local leaders on issues like location. And Mr. Speaker, there has not been involvement by the county assembly. So we are asking the CS for Trade, Honorable Moses Kuria. Yes, what you are doing is something good if it is properly implemented. But why the hurry? Why are governors being pushed to launch, to even spend money from county budget, to launch projects which are not going to take off immediately? Mr. Speaker, we also need a reason why only 18 counties got this money. The rest of the counties did not get this money. And yet the CS is moving around launching projects, even in those counties that did not get this money. He has done the launch in Kakamega. There is no allocation for Kakamega. He has done the launch in Laikipia. There is no allocation for Laikipia. He has done the launch in Narok. There is no allocation. He has done the launch in Kajiado. No allocation. Mr. Speaker, this will lead into pending bills.
Would you like to be informed by Senator Mandago?
Senator Mandago is my friend and is also a seasoned former governor and politician. Let him inform me.
Very well.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Osotsi, for indulging. Honorable Speaker, I just wanted to let the Honorable Distinguished Senator for Vihiga know that the industrial parks is a joint venture between county and national government. Counties in their budget making process already allocated 250 million, and counties are the one responsible for procuring. National government will then send their funds as conditional grants, and that is why the industrial parks money is part of the additional allocation we are processing. And I think the reason, and that is why the CS is launching, so that the processes can begin, because we all know that contractors will not consume the money at the same time. Thank you very much, Senator Osotsi, for indulging me to inform you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, what a good senator said is what we all know, what is in the public domain. But I was making reference to this bill, Mr. Speaker, where only 18 counties have been allocated the 250 million. And again, most of this county assembly have not budgeted for this money. So my concern is that why would a project be launched when a lot of things are still not done? I fully support this program, but I'm just saying let it be done systematically in the right manner, so that let the project not start and then we end up having pending bills. These are things that create pending bills, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, one of the things I wanted to see in this bill was grants or allocation towards the affordable housing program. You know, housing is a devolved function. It's not a national government function. So if the national government wants to do housing, it has to do it through the counties. And how to finance it is through this program that we are discussing now, Mr. Speaker. But there is nothing in it, and maybe they will bring it in supplementary budget, Mr. Speaker. I don't want to criticize before I see the supplementary budget. But I want to say that most of the places where the affordable housing program has been launched, the tractors were taken away, the contractor left the site, and there is nothing happening. In my own county, the president launched the affordable housing program. And the following day, all the equipments were taken away, and nothing is happening. And now, I thought that I would see this allocated in this bill. There is nothing, Mr. Speaker. So I think we need clarity as to how this program is going to be financed. If it is going to be financed directly from the national government, Mr. Speaker, that is against this bill that we are discussing today.
Thank you.